Peace and bright blessings, guys. It's your Queen of Spades coming at you. I'm doing some more chakra healing work today. I've actually done quite a few workings since we've last talked, just trying to, get things in alignment and get things healed up and, remove all excess energetic debris, which is pretty much the main reason why we would do cleansings or healings or any of that. Energetic debris definitely needs to be cleansed of not only our chakras, but out of all areas of life, really. And so I'm going to read you guys something because I have a working here that I have not, well, I pretty much started. I've already cleansed the candles, I've already added the healing oil, healing herbs. And oh, by the way, it's on my store site, the healing oil as well as um, the healing powder, as well as uncrossing powder, as well as um, my ultimate pentacles powder, which is also just newly added to my store. So when you go on to joharislair.com, you'll be able to, see them. So order up and let me know how it works out for you guys, okay? So I also wanted to read something really quick to you guys. The sacral chakra is located just below your belly button. The chakra is responsible for your sexual and creative energy. It's also linked to how you relate to your emotions as well as the emotions of others. Okay? So that's for the orange candle, which represents the sacral chakra and the healing of the sacral chakra. Okay, so then the next one that I'm doing the working for is kind of like an indigo blue, which is for the third eye chakra. And okay, so the energy of the third eye chakra starts in between your brows, just above the bridge of your nose. This chakra is responsible for the link between your mind and the outer world, embodying your ability to see both the inner and outer worlds. This allows you to experience clear thoughts and self reflection. So the third chakra, the sixth chakra, which is the third eye chakra, is usually responsible for psychic abilities, wisdom, intuition, all of that. Um, so you definitely have to keep that clear and keep that cleansed so that you can have clear vision and be able to see through or into situations surrounding you at all times. Definitely have to, be able to see clearly. Okay, so I just want to read that little short caption to you guys because every now and then I will read up on the chakras and just to brush up my memory on them because so much time goes by and basically, at any time you can really just, forget a lot of information. So it behooves all of us to, go back at points in time and, just brush up on these things so that, you know, we know what we're doing and what we're talking about. Because any one of us can forget. So, yeah, so right now I have two candles here. Actually, I have four candles here. And let me turn on my do not disturb so nobody don't call and interrupt us. All right, there we go. Okay, so I have two candles here, and one is the orange candle. It's for, the sacral chakra. The other one is an indigo blue candle, and it's here in representation of the third eye chakra. Okay. So basically what I've done is I cleansed my candles first. And I'm going over this again just because, just in case people who may watch this video may not have seen previous videos of mine. So I'm just gonna do my due diligence in going over some of the things, not everything, just some of the things that I went over in my previous chakra healing videos. Okay. Um, so for the candles, I basically cleansed them, smudged them with sage, scribed, names, birth dates on them. Um, I then put the healing oil on them. And after the oil, I then put some of the uncrossing herbs on them. Once I rubbed them in the uncrossing herbs, then I added the healing herbs to them. Okay. And you don't have to exactly do it like how I do it, but I've done it several times over and it actually works out for me like that. So if you want to do that as well, when do any chakra healing, you can. If you want to try it a different way, you can. And magic is all about trial and error. So, take your time with it. Be patient with your work. Definitely put your all into it and, um, just take your time and have fun. It's okay to make mistakes, just take your time and do all the research you can and then go for it. Is magic is fun to me, but it's also like progressive to me too, because I've done it for clients, I've done it for myself, I've done it for friends, family, so it's like, I see the benefits of magic, and magic is not just like the spell work that you do, the candle work that you do. Magic is a whole lifestyle. And so it's crazy. And I'm going to say this before I show you guys, the candle work and get to it. Um, it's like my family, my family is very religious. And so I come from a religious background. And so upon starting like my spiritual journey, as a magician, as an alchemist, as a witch, whatever you want to call me, I prefer high priestess actually. And, upon starting my journey as a magician, humbly speaking, um, I learned a lot of different tools and tips and tricks, in dealing with magic and how to manifest and things of that nature. And I've become quite great at doing what I do. And, you know, it's very exciting to me to see the results roll in. Doing the magic is fun. The journey along the way is fun, actually, for me, because I make it fun. Life is exactly what you create it to be. And we have the power to create our lives however we desire to create them. Don't ever let anyone tell you differently, because if they tell you differently, they lying. Don't believe them. You can create your life however you want it to be. And I'm a firm believer of that and knower of that. Um, so, with my family, when they found out that, I was doing things like magic and stuff like that, I think it scared the hell out of them, to be honest. And as it should. Um, Magic is to be respected. There's a lot that comes with magic, so definitely do your research, your due diligence and research before um, you start doing any magic, just to make sure that you have some sort of guideline, whether you get books about magic or you know you can look up some things on Google. Google can be your best friend, but at the same time, Google doesn't have everything there need like you need to know about magic. So that's where it behooves you to, probably um, get books by, magicians, shamans, you know, um, priestesses, priests, people who have been practicing for a while. And, I always look at the reviews. Like I have testimonies on my website, testimonials. I look at the testimonials. I look at, the reviews, and, you know, I try it out. I go for it. I just let my spirit guide me on what to get book wise, or what to take in information wise, or what to discard totally and completely. So you've got to use your discernment and your better judgment. Um, it's like it scared the hell out of them, and it's like it still scares the hell out of them. But at least in the here and now, like I'm completely open with it, because it's like, it's no need to hide who you are. Um, Especially, once people know you and what you do, who you are, um, why not be totally authentic? Now you don't have to go around like, putting it out there like, oh, I do magic, this, that, and the other. There's power in secrecy, but, I'm not afraid to live out loud and be myself at the same time. So it's like discretion can be used. And I guess it's up to you to use your discernment on how much discretion to use, how much, discretion not to use in situations. So it's totally up to you. But for me, it's like, I'm not totally like just putting myself out there. Like, at one point in time in my life, I was like actually like hiding the fact that I was, a magician and could do magic. But now I'm so confident in myself, I don't care who knows that I'm a magician, because I know I'm protected. And I know that no weapon formed against me will prosper. I know that for sure. So because I know that, I'm not uncomfortable with being my most authentic, truest self, because what can somebody do to me? What can anybody do to me? You know what I'm saying? And you've got to have that position as well in life. Be yourself, regardless of whom or what. Some people are not going to like it. Some people are going to be intimidated by it. Some people are going to be jealous of it. Some people are going to feel some type of way in between all of those different things. And that's their fucking problem, not yours. At the end of the day, you do you. You be you, and be your most authentic you, and enjoy the ride along the way, because this journey is so full of different gifts, just waiting for you to find them, just waiting for you to find them and apply them to your life. So I say that to say, be true to yourself no matter what. Do your research. Don't just jump headfirst into things. Actually study and do your research before getting into things, and then decide from there, you know, um, how deep you want to go with magic or not. If you want a consultation about, you're deciding to be a magician, or you're wanting tips, or advice on being a magician, definitely feel free to go to my site and book a consultation with me. Um, let's talk, you know? So, and yeah, your destiny is in your own hands. Don't let anybody tell you anything differently. Exactly however you want your life is exactly how you can have it. Don't let anybody tell you anything differently, just because it may seem weird or different to them. I've found that, like, some of the main people that have something to say about how you live your life secretly want to live their life just like how you live your life. And just in seeing that repetitively, and observing that has taught me to be my most authentic self, no matter whom or what. Because at the end of the day, in this lifetime, this is your life, this is my life. Nobody has any say so over what decisions or choices we make for our lives. And so get empowered and understand that you are the creator and the designer of your own lifestyle, and you can have it exactly as you want. And I always put up posts saying you can have your cake and eat it too, because you really can have your cake and eat it too. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't, because I am a firm believer, and I'm proof that you can literally do whatever it is you want to do. Okay? So I'm going to stop right there with that, and I'm going to show you guys um, my candle work here and how it looks. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. I can turn this way and come down here. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. Okay, so this is for Sacral Chakra and Third Eye Chakra. The orange one is for the sacral, and the blue one is for the Third Eye Chakra. Okay, so I have already placed my intentions into both candles while putting oil on them, while adding herbs onto the candles. I added my intentions into all the herbs and oils, as well as the candle wick, and the candle flame. I'm about to add my intentions into now. Y'all, I'm not gonna make the same mistake today in that incense flying flying over me onto the floor. I'm not gonna make that same mistake today. I've learned my lesson. Okay, so as you can see, it's a clean burn as of right now. I did forget to move the herbs from the center in rushing, so hopefully it won't cause too big of a fire. So let's get my intentions into it. Y'all, do y'all see that? Even when I'm back here, when I move my hands, the flame moves back and forth very quickly, like my hands are controlling. It's crazy. Okay. Okay. So those are going, and they're going really good. So I put my intentions into them once again. Okay. So I'm just taking a couple of screenshots here, people, so that I can have a picture of my work. Here we go. Picture of my work when post the video. So yeah. So those are burning beautifully right now, burning very smooth. And yeah, so that is my sacral and third eye chakra work for healing and removal of blockages. Okay. So I also want to do a quick card pull. I'm using the Soul Truth deck today. Okay. Trying to get burned tonight. Okay. There's always a little card that's just has information on it about the deck. Okay. Let me shuffle these cards really quick, guys. Okay. All right. Let's see what messages Spirit has for us tonight. I ask Spirit, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, my enlightened ancestors, divine source, to bless us with clear messages tonight. What advice do you want to give us tonight, Spirit? What advice do you want to give to me and my gang? Clear messages. Whoa, that's too many, Spirit. One at a time, please. What are some messages you want to give to us tonight, Spirit? Okay, that's one. What other messages? This one that came out. Okay. Okay, what other messages, Spirit? What other messages, Spirit? Okay. Two more, Spirit. Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. Okay, these dropped out, so I'm gonna get them. Hold on. Okay. Is there any other messages that you want to give to us, Spirit? Any other messages for us? Whoa. Okay. Damn. Let me get these messages. Hold on, guys. Let me pause this really quick. Be right back. Okay. Sorry, guys. My cards. I had 2 cards that fell out behind my laptop. I had to move everything to get them. Okay, but let's get started on these messages. That right there. Ooh. Hold on, guys. I think Spirit meant for us to get this one too. Okay. So let's get it cracking. Okay. So first one is, where can I ask for more help in my life? Where can I ask for more help in my life? Okay. It says, until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help that's received. Today's soul action. Today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. Today's mantra, I ask for what I want and I am open to receiving it. You know, it does matter how you go about things in life in general, whether you're on the giving or receiving end of things. It does matter greatly. And it is, somewhat watched and monitored by the universe, by divine, and it's like this is meant to, messages like this are meant to teach us something. If you're a person that is in need of help at any point in time in your life, which that could be any of us, if you're in need of help, then, don't be afraid to ask for the help. There's times in my life where I've had to actually put my pride aside and to ask, you know, um, people for help, whether it's for me or whether it's for my children, whatever the case may be, um, in times past. And I mean, if you really need the help, then you have to be open to receiving it. If you're closed off or, you know, you have a real problem with receiving help, you're not comfortable with it as a person or an individual, then sometimes universe will place us in situations where we need help from people and we have to ask for the help. And so that teaches us that, you know, instead of getting uncomfortable about receiving help, you know, I look at it like I'm deserving because otherwise the help wouldn't have come. So I feel like I'm deserving. I'm deserving of whatever help. I'm deserving of whatever gifts, are in store for me. I'm deserving of whatever abundance is due to me. So, okay. That was a beautiful message. Next one is, am I communicating my needs? Am I communicating my needs? Okay. Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Today's soul action, journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desire? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter, or do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? So I know for me, in previous situations, hold on, guys. Okay, guys. So my third eye chakra candle has burned all the way down, and there's nothing left but the herbs and roots and the flame. So in a minute, I'm gonna snuff that fire, but it's like I'm like a pyromaniac, so it's soothing to me too. So postponing putting it out. Um, but I'm gonna have to do that one again because it burned down so fast. That means that more than likely, when a candle burns down fast, it doesn't necessarily mean that your wishes or your desires will not be fulfilled. But if it burns down fast like that, that usually means that it will be short lived. So you want to do it again just to make sure that, your intentions are set and they go all the way through, to the universe. Um, so yeah, that's why I was like, uh-oh, hold on, guys. So, um, where were we in this? Flame seems okay for now. Okay. So the second card was about communication. And I was a person, like, speaking on my own situation, I was a person who would not communicate what I needed or what I desired the most in my connections, in my relationships, in my friendships with other people, because I was afraid that they would take it the wrong way and their feelings would get hurt and there would be misunderstanding, total chaos and mayhem, and we just wouldn't really fully understand each other, and then it would end up in an argument or whatever the case may be, and then there goes the friendship or the relationship. Ask me if I still feel that way now. The answer is no. So, um, I found that a lot of people didn't really care about me and their expressions of, what they desired or felt or wanted, where I was concerned. They weren't afraid and they didn't care if it would hurt my feelings or not. And so I took a page from their book, because sometimes you have to reflect the same energy back to people that they reflect onto you. It needs to be either equal or greater reflection onto them so that they can understand and see the lesson in what they've done or how they've expressed things. Um, I've also experienced a lot of times where people express things to me as brutally as they want to. But then the moment I express something open and honestly, their whole thing switches up. They feel attacked, they feel triggered, they feel like I'm doing something to them and I'm only bringing out the truth, like they were claiming to do, and they didn't like it when they had to receive it back from me, so that's a problem for me. Like, if you able to dish, certain things, you should be able to take it. And see, the thing is, sometimes people are not truthful and honest with themselves. And as a result of them not being truthful and honest with themselves, they think that everybody operates like that and that you're going to be okay operating like that. And I don't know about everybody else, but I know as far as aquas are concerned, because I'm an Aquarius, as far as aquas are concerned, like, I can say based off of my own personal experiences and my own personal personality and how I view things, I can say 100% without a shadow of a doubt, some would it be, without a shadow of a doubt, that I'm the type of person that is never really jealous of others. I've never been envious of anyone, and I've never really competed against other people because I don't see other people as competition. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like no one compares to anyone anyway. Like none of us compare to each other. You know, we're all beautiful and unique in our own way. And it's like, so, when you feel, certain things from certain people, you need to communicate that. You need to open up your feelings and communicate that, because I've had a person tell me, um, when you feel some type of way, you don't communicate things. But they're also the same person that feels some type of way when you communicate things. So that's their problem. But what I was trying to do was find a balance in between this circus act that they were, you know, putting forth. You want me to tell you things that's on my mind, but then when I tell you things that's on my mind, you can't handle it. So which one is it? Which one do you want? You want the truth or you can't handle the truth? Which one? So that was something that I had to see a pattern of over time in order for me to actually, because I don't be looking for stuff from people. But then when I notice it, I start paying attention to it. And the thing about it is, I may bring it up to a person like thousands of times, how I'm feeling. And I'll bring it in the most nicest, sweetest, ways I used to, in the nicest, sweetest of ways, so that as not to offend them, or get them riled up and angry. And you bring it like that, and they still feel some type of way. So at the end of the day, who does it help to hold back, your communication, especially if you're a thoughtful communicator like me? Um, you know, at some point, you've got to decide who's more important, their butthurt feelings or your growth and development. Because for me, I need to be able to speak my truth. I need to be able to be open and honest with you. And if I can't do that, then we got a problem right off the bat, because I cherish connections where I can be open and honest in those connections. It gets to a point where you start feeling some type of way towards me because I'm being open and honest with you and, expressing to you how I feel. Then what can a person do at that point? You certainly don't feel comfortable coming to them about anything else, because you see that every time you literally came to them about something, they didn't receive it well. And there was this huge ordeal, for no reason, like a temper tantrum. So it's like, okay, everybody is where they are growth wise. I hope the people that I have had these experiences with along the way eventually are able to build themselves up and grow in a way where they don't have those types of triggers anymore, because people are always going to have opinions and expressions for the rest of their lives. And if you can't handle that, my goodness, you know, but it's like people handle what they want to handle. So it's like, the same people, they can't handle me telling them the truth. But if someone up and disrespects them openly, they'll sit on that. They won't say anything to anybody. They won't tell anybody. They'll just take it. And you'll never know until they're ready for you to know. And it's like, that's where discernment comes in. This card is saying communicate, express your needs, express your wants and desires, and do it unapologetically. Because I don't give a damn like how people feel about what I desire or what I need or what I want from my life. It has nothing to do with them, actually. So really, they shouldn't even have a damn opinion. But they got an opinion like everybody got an asshole, I guess, So it's like, okay, People are going to have their feelings and their opinions about you being communicative and you being totally authentic and open and honest, and that's fine. Let them have their opinions. Let them have their feelings. At the end of the day, you got to be you and you got to do what's best for you. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? So the next card is, where am I called to use my voice right now? Where am I called to use my voice right now? Okay? It says you have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. And I can say that I have experienced that very thing. People may not accept your truth, especially if it has to do with your feelings or expressions towards them. They may have a real big problem with your truth. And again, that's their problem, not yours, because you've got to be open and honest and speak your truth and be your most authentic self, regardless of whom or what. So, if a person has a problem with you being your most authentic self and you're feeling like there's some energy there, whether it's jealousy, whether it's envy. Hell, I've felt all of those from some people. Jealousy, envy, competition, all types of things. And then you bring it to them and they're like, doo doo doo, birds chirping in the air, complete silence, What? Why would you think that? What? Why would I think it? Maybe your actions kind of told me to think that way. I don't know, geez. So it's very important to be your most authentic self, regardless of whom or what. Okay. Next card is, what do I resist feeling right now? What do I resist feeling right now? Okay. It says, we have to feel it to heal it. Okay. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. Allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. So I know personally, for me, I would deny myself to please others. Like I said, I didn't really want a bunch of arguing and bickering. I didn't want hard feelings. I didn't want the person to misunderstand where I was coming from. If I didn't know how to express it, as clearly as possible, that would stop me from but then when I finally work up the nerve to actually express it, to get shut down, you sort of feel like at that moment in time, like it's you, like it's all you, why this person is shutting you down. But it has nothing to do with you. It's all their shit. And that's the reason why they're shutting it down, because something about their demons that don't agree with your spiritual growth and development, and that's on them, that's not on you. So at the end of the day, be you, and be you unapologetically. Don't let anybody convince you to do or be otherwise, because you are important. And like the card says, like spirit says, your story is important. What you have to say is of importance, and don't let anybody tell you anything differently. This is something that I had to come into a realization about, because I constantly, battled with myself as to if I should, speak about certain things or not. I didn't want to hurt the person's feelings. I didn't want it to come off wrong, and then there's also the discouragement from, relaying certain things if that person, blows up or throws a temper tantrum, or, makes it like you just pulled this, out of the ether somewhere, as opposed to you picking up on their, you know, energy. So some things I regret not, you know, speaking on in relationships, you know, and stuff like that. But it was a lesson. It was a learning lesson, and I learned the lesson. And so now I don't do that. Like whatever comes up, comes out. Because 9 times out of 10, I've already thought about it several times over. And if you authentically feel that way, then those are your truest feelings. Express them. Be honest about them. Like it's, I think a lot of times some of us kind of take the role of like, you know, kind of like a victim, you know, or you know, like when a woman or anybody is like, there's a situation where a woman is like sexually assaulted or something, and you know, she kind of stays to herself. She doesn't tell anybody. She doesn't report it to the law. She's afraid of what that man, you know, how angry he might get, or you know, if she was assaulted by a woman, she's afraid of how angry that woman might get, or you know, people not believing her, whatever the case may be. And so as a result, she goes through this thing where she kind of just hides her feelings and emotions and things that she's going through because she feels like it's safer to do that. It's better to do that than to express and this person get in trouble with the law, whatever the case may be. And it's better to it's better to be your most authentic self, even if that means hurting other people's feelings with what you have to say, because your intention is not to hurt other people's feelings. Your intention is to bring out truth so that things can be fixed and healed and processed, you know. But obviously, if a person has a problem with that, then maybe their intentions are different from yours. And maybe they're not as mature as you. Maybe they can't handle you bringing certain things to them. And to that, I say, why are they in your life if you can't be your most authentic self with them without them, you know, throwing hissy fits about you being your most authentic self? That's a question we got to ask ourselves. Is that person worth keeping in your life? Only you can answer that, you know? But that's a lesson. That's one of the many lessons I've had to learn in this lifetime. And I'm still growing. I'm still developing. I'm still healing, you know. But I think I'm coming along very well, actually, because I'm a lot more empowered. I'm a lot more powerful. My confidence is through the roof. And because I know my worth and because I know my placing in this world, I'm not going to allow anyone to just handle me however they want to. And I'm not going to allow myself to take a back seat to my needs and wants and the way that I communicate. You know, either you get it or you don't. Either you want to heal or you don't. You know, it's everybody has that choice, and I choose to heal. I choose to deal with things head on because when I didn't, it wasn't respected. And so now I am how I am now. And I state things exactly how it is. You know, I don't hold back. Okay. So this says, can you see it? Okay. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desire in life, what would I choose? It says, burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Excuse me, guys. My throat is a little dry. Hold on. From all them cigs. Much better. Okay. We was just talking about this. That's crazy. Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today's soul action. Today go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. That's beautiful because it's almost like confirmation for me. If some of you are out there and you're finally deciding to do some of the things that you've been wanting to do for a while and you're going forth with it and you're pursuing it, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Go ahead on through with it because there's a blessing at the end of that rainbow. There's a blessing at the end of that tunnel. But it's not about the blessing in the end. It's about the journey along the way. Remember that because the journey can be fun and you can learn a lot of things in that journey as well. So remember that. Okay, this next one says, what can I do to make a difference? What can I do to make a difference? It says, what keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it? Such that every ounce of you screams, no more. When can you create purpose out of your pain? Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. So those situations that I was telling you guys about that I had experienced, previously, we all have to learn to transmute these energies, these experiences, because if you don't, they could possibly hold you back. So I learned to go within. I learned to actually look at situations from all different angles and sides, and that's how I'm able to have understanding, of what's going on in a particular situation or with an individual, whatever. Um, so yeah. Um, Going within and being able to see those things helps you to have not only understanding but also a little compassion, not only for that person but mostly for yourself, um, because I've come to understand that forgiveness in situations is not about the other person. And I had to understand that for myself. I had quite a few people try to tell me, about forgiveness. And I was like, somebody wronged me. I'm not forgiving their ass. But really, you don't have to say the words, I forgive you. For me, the only way that I can forgive if someone has wronged is after retribution. And that may sound weird to some people. Oh, you got to get back at them. You got to see them suffer before you forgive them. That's not godly. Who's to say it's not? You have any proof? You have any proof that's not godly? Most people serve a God that not only loves, protects people, but will burn whole towns down, will burn whole villages down if they don't do what the God has desired for them to do. So in knowing these different things and knowing that God is a just God, but he also gets angry, and knowing that God is a just God and a nice God and a loving God, but he don't put up with no bullshit. To know that God is a just God and an honest God, but to know that he also will slay his enemies. Let's not just talk about the good parts of God. Yeah, there's positives in all of us, and there's negatives too, if you want to call it that, positive and negative. I would say there's yin and yang. There's balance. There's happy times and then there's not the best of times. We're not meant to be um, robots, happy all the time. You know, there's going to be things in life that make us sad, make us angry, make us not feel good about ourselves or situations that we're in, whatever the case. And it's like it's for us to examine those things and actually see the gift in them. The gift that I saw in them is that even though I was experiencing those things and it was very confusing with those people in situations prior to now, even though it left me kind of confused, I was still able to take from it, okay, this person has some developing to do in this area. That's why they're moving in this way, because they may not have ever taken the time to stretch that particular muscle. They may not have had taken the time to work those types of things out within themselves. So they're confused individuals. Naturally, they would be confusing to you as well, or give you confusing answers or confusing energy. And again, that's not your problem, that's theirs. And that's something that they'll have to go within and work out themselves, you know? And my hope is for everyone to be able to grow and work out the things that they need to work out within themselves. Now, I've got to do it. We've all got to do it. We've all got work to do. So that's what I got from that. That was a lot. Okay. And then these last three that fell out really quickly, 'cause I'm past my mark. This says, what can I burn? What can I burn? I'm laughing because I told y'all I feel like a pyromaniac at times. So this is funny. Okay, so Spirit says, burn it. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? I think that's self-explanatory. Burn it all the fuck down. Burn it all. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't serve you, burn it. Let it go. Let it die off. And that way, that energy can go into the earth, can go into the world, can go into the collective, but be transmuted into something beautiful, something positive, you know, to help heal, you know, the world. And so that's a process that, you know, things have to take. And as long as you have positive intentions, you know, in whatever you do, can't nobody beat you when you write. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you have positive intentions, there's also a wave or a trickle effect that happens in the world from positivity from you as well. And so we're responsible for bringing in, you know, that divine love energy, and transmuting the ugliness into something of beauty. And that's what I got from that. Um, okay. And then the next one is, what am I grateful for right now? What am I grateful for right now? Okay. Adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all of our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. The universal law of attraction says that we attract into our lives that on which we are focused. I may not have said that this video, but I just recently said that, and I just said that to my children. And so this is a nice little reminder right here on that. Wow. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of 3 things for which you are grateful today. Notice the abundance growing within you. Man, I feel it. I feel it every day, especially, you know, over the course of the last couple of months. I feel it and it feels good and I embrace it. That energy of abundance, I feel it coursing through my veins. I feel it all around me. And I'm constantly saying, thank you. Thank you, ancestors, enlightened ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you, deities, for constantly assisting me in my life. You know, thank you for all that you do. And I welcome that energy of abundance, and I welcome the energy of gratitude constantly on a daily basis. It definitely does help. Trust me. And it makes your life a lot better. It brings about a shift. And once that shift comes, everything else just flows in. Don't believe me? Try it and see. Okay, and so the last card that actually jumped out Am I on the right path? Am I on the right path? Okay. Sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not real. Today, search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your new steps. Okay? So, wow, I get so much from that. But mainly, what I get from that is surrender and release. Once you surrender to divine and divine's will and divine guiding you along the way, spirit guiding you along the way, oh man, I'm gonna tell you, I had so many different downloads. I'm tongue tied because so much wants to come out at one time. But trust in spirit, surrender to divine love, and everything that you desire in this lifetime and the next will flow through to you easily. Okay? So that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It is a little long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night or evening or whatever time it is where you are. And definitely like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried some chakra healing and how it turned out for you. Let me know if you enjoyed the oracle card reading from Spirit. And definitely hit that notification bell so that you could be alerted for when new videos come, come to my channel. Um, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your evening or day or whatever, night. And I look forward to speaking with you guys soon. Peace and bright blessings.